Happy freaking Monday. I hope you guys all made some money this weekend. In today's video, I got a slip on better that I'm really excited about. It's a 20x banger, and we're going to head over to Prizepicks. They have some really good nerfy options on the board. And then I also have a bonus chalkboard slip for you guys. Let's talk some Monday MLB. Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Keystone coming at you with another free pick video. Now, guys, in today's video, like I said, I got a bunch of plays on deck. It's time to get pumped. We're fucking heating up. We're getting hot again on DFS. Had a huge night on Underdog last night. We did pretty freaking well on Dabble as well. Starting to cook. Looking forward to some warmer weather. Guys, it's going to be a big week. I'm about to literally smash faces with DraftKings Pick 6 with a UFC strategy. We got a numbered event this week. It's going to be a fun one. So I'll probably set up some type of weekend pass like I've been doing, but I'll drag it out through the week. So stay tuned for that. I might even drop it today on the winnable free plan. So guys, yeah, we got lucky on this slip. Now, this was a play I literally built out on the live stream yesterday. So thank you for all those that tuned in. We got lucky, dude. We got really lucky. Actually, this wasn't it. It was the next one. That was the day before on the live stream. So this is back-to-back days I've done a live stream. To the guys that got tuned in, they really got rewarded. This was the one last night. Now, we got this done literally in the last minute, and we got this done on literally, there was like the luck. I felt like it was like one of the luckiest thing that's ever happened. The way that Jimmy Butler got this final PRA. He got an assist. Buddy Hield, they were up like 15, and he just like shot a three to kind of rub it in, you know, like, hey, and it went in. Thank God. Buddy Hield, 9 of 11 from three-point range. And that one was significant because we got the assist. And yeah, I built this play out on the live stream, boys. Congrats to the guys who and the gals that signed up or were watching and tell these plays. So we hit a couple on Dabble, as you can see. These are really nice, 6.3x and 6x hit. Those are really nice when you hit those. Had a few misses too. Had a couple close misses over on Sleeper as well. And then, yeah, we hit this on the VIP as well. We got a push here, so this ended up paying just 5x, but hey, we will take it. That's 5x our money. So yeah, quick recap for you guys, and then let's go straight over to, so I was looking at a couple of these. Let's go take a peek over at Ballpark Pal, and I'm pretty sure they're probably going to agree with my initial thoughts here. So they really like Yes in Chase Field, Busch Stadium. You got McCullis on the mound. And now this one could be a trap. I don't know if we're going to touch that one. I do like the over a lot in this Dodgers game. I think the Dodgers are going to get it done. And then, yeah, we'll see about the Marlins. I think it's kind of like a bullpen or a Dodgers like a bullpen game for them. Wouldn't shock me if the Marlins, you know, got one on the board as well. Nationals, Guardians. I don't know about that one. We'll see. This says 52% in Kaufman, but you have the White Sox best pitcher, and you have, I think he's still the Royals best pitcher. He did not look good in his last out in Cole Reagans, but I still think that I would lean the under in this one. You know, yeah, the Royals at home, 38%. That's pretty high, actually, for a first run, but Shane Smith has been pretty damn good. So I'm going to lean the under on this one. I'm going to go away from the data. This one right here, Mariners and A's, I think they have this one. I think it's tough because I do like Severino to give up some hits today, but he's been pretty good this season at working himself out. When he puts a base runner on, he finds a way to get out without giving up a ton of runs. So this Truist Park one, it says only 50% chance, but you know, Singer, he's definitely, I think, a little hittable. The kid from Atlanta, AJ Smith-Shawyer, I think he's definitely hittable as well. I really like these unders, though. We have two really good pitchers. You got Pivetta pitching for San Diego. Now, I think that both these guys will give up some hits in this game. And then you got Rodon, who's lefty, pitching against San Diego. Now, San Diego's been pretty solid against left-handed pitching. But as long as basically Pivetta can get through Judge in the first inning, I think we have a pretty good shot at this. They may put Goldschmidt up in the third hole today. He's actually had a pretty decent track record against Pivetta as well. And then, yeah, there's supposed to be terrible weather conditions here. Now, I do think both these pitchers are going to give up some singles. And you'll see, I can't remember if they're in this play that I'm about to give you guys or they're in the next one. But I don't know about the runs. So let's go see what we can build out here. I think the smart thing to do would be to take the under in this one, and I was leaning that one. They don't have that. They don't have the Giants game up here. It looks like Giants Cubs. I think they just had it and they took it down. I swear I was looking at it. Yeah, not seeing it. Let's refresh it just in case. Okay, so let's go back over here to MLB and let's go to first runs allowed. So yeah, they took that one down. So that sucks because it was just up here. I really like that under too. So what we'll do, we'll hope Pavetta can get through Aaron Judge. You know, the way that guy's batting right now, it's really hard to say. And then I like the over a lot here. So we'll set this as a 2-pick, little triple up. You guys all know Prizepicks limits me to $5 a play. So that's all we can get down. Back to the board. So what we can do is just kind of tell the data here. I'm trusting my gut here on this one. I like the less. And then we'll build out. Let's go back and look one more time. So they don't have this Arizona game, unfortunately. Busch Stadium, they really like this, but I don't know. I think it's kind of a trap, to be honest with you guys. So it's tough to say. Let's do Tobias Myers and Renell Blanco. I think that's got a good shot. Let's see what the data says on that one. Yeah, so 50%. We'll go under here. I think there's just more ways the unders can hit, guys. And then Singer, I like the over in this one because I think one of these teams should have a good crack at it with the opening lineups. And then Miller Severino, I do like Severino, like I said, to give up some hits, but I don't know if they get a run off him in the first. And then Irvin, he's been actually pretty good this year, man. It's tough. I'm trying to avoid these two. And then I think we just roll. I know the data says it's 55% here, but I just don't know if I trust it, guys. Maybe we'll trust the data. I mean, sometimes I shouldn't second guess myself, but yeah, I mean, it's at 55%. I guess, Brian Reynolds and Cruz and Hayes, they've had pretty good success against Miles McCullis. I think McCullis is one of these guys that's probably due for some regression in his game, too. So we'll make that play number 2. Let's view lineup here. So there you have it. I'm trying to sneak it in. So take a screenshot. We're going to move on. We got Reagan's under, the Tobias Myers under, Singer Schroyer over, Bryce Miller, Luis Severino under, and then Medinsky McCullis. Let's just hope the Pirates get McCullis in the first inning. So that's a 10x flex. So yeah, we got a little bit. The last one I gave you guys too, I think it ended up getting like a little bit of our money back. So we're going to pop straight over here to Better Picks, guys. Now, they have a great first offer if you're new to Better. $250 win or lose on your first freaking bet. So if you got the cash, you could be a little aggressive with it. This play I'm giving you guys, it's probably one I wouldn't recommend doing on your first play unless you went dynamic, which is their flex. So I'm just going to kind of run through these real quick and give you my thoughts. I've done a lot of research on them. Alcantara, he just got rocked. Now, I guess the only fear in this spot right here I have is that the Dodgers played on Sunday Night Baseball last night, but they were in Atlanta. This is a nice little flight down to Miami, very close, same time zone, Eastern time zone. Not too worried about it. Sandy's been really bad this year. He's got terrible numbers against this up and down the entire Dodgers roster. I think there's a really good shot he gives up 2.5 earned runs. He's given up at least 2. He's given up at least 3 in 4 of his 5 starts. And in the one he didn't go over this, he gave up 2. So he's right there. The Dodgers on the road. I think, he'll probably pitch somewhere in that 4 to 5 inning range. And yeah, I think they're going to get him. It wouldn't shock me if they had this done in the first inning, to be honest with you, as long as they're not a little sluggish from Sunday Night Baseball. And then Boyd, like I mentioned, if you come look at this game, right, if we look at the weather conditions here, it's not good today in Wrigley. The wind is blowing dead in. You have horrible home run chances, extra base hit chances, but singles are +1, right? So I could see a world here where we're just getting, some slapping some base hits around. And then the runs are way down as well. So this is a pretty low number for Boyd. I believe he's gone well over this in 4 of his last 5 games. And then the other one, it might have been a push. So, Giants aren't hitting lefties extremely well this year. They did last year, but this year it hasn't quite been there yet. But this is a pretty low number for a guy that probably should pitch 6 innings. So if you're telling me he's going to pitch 6 innings, I think we're at least at the bare minimum going to get a push here. with a solid chance to give up like 1 hit per inning. So 5 hits, 6 hits in 6 innings sounds about right. And then in the same game, Lana Roop, I think he's going to be a very good pitcher in this league. The numbers are actually the opposite for him. He's probably due for some positive regression. Like he's probably been, I guess if you could even say it, one of the unluckier pitchers, so to say, this year. But this is also a pretty damn low number, and this is probably a guy that will pitch at least 5 innings. So you add it all up. Cubs have been one of the better offenses in baseball this year. I think they find a way. This isn't a guy that's walking a ton of batters. Neither one of these guys. They could probably walk one or two, but that's what you kind of want to avoid with these hit props. Is there a guy that's like that's why I avoided Sandy's hit prop, because it was a big number. It was 5.5. Yeah, he just gave up, I think, 9, but he also walked 3 batters in that last start against the Dodgers. So when you see a big hit prop like that, you want a guy that's not putting a lot of free guys on base. So these are pretty low numbers. I'm very confident they're both going to give up 5 hits each. And yeah, so we're going to move on. And then Ryan Nelson against the Mets, guys, they have great numbers against this guy. I'll show you this one. We come down here to this game. We saw the conditions. It's going to be nice over here in Arizona today. Let me go ahead and silent my phone for you guys so you don't have to keep hearing texts going off. Yeah, so Griffin Canning, he's actually been really good this year, and he's got good numbers against his D-backs roster. I'm not buying it, man. I think that this will be a high-scoring game. You can see Ryan Nelson, he's given up a 320 batting average across 83 plate appearances, super high expected WOBA. The walk rate's under 10%. We like to see that for this hit prop. Not a high strikeout rate, so he's not missing many bats. And then, yeah, look at some of these guys like Soto, batting 250. Lindor, the leadoff hitter, batting 500 off this guy. Pete Alonso's batting 444. Brandon Nemo, he's been swinging a hot bat. He's batting 571, 4 for 7. And then even guys like Winker, who they put up in the cleanup spot behind Alonso the last couple of games, he's been batting pretty well. 375. McNeil's been batting pretty well. Look at these numbers against Ryan Nelson. So this is probably one of my top props if you wanted to do a straight bet on this. I love it. And then by the way, guys, if you put a quarter unit down on this like I did, and you flex this, it'll still pay $250. Okay, so it takes your upside down, but if you miss one, it'll pay $62.50, which is still pretty good. 2.5x return on missing one is not bad. The way I would run this, if I could flex it, I can't in my state because we're peer-to-peer. But what I would do if I was you guys and you wanted to put 25 bucks on this play, I'd set the same play twice. I'd literally just go reuse entry. I'd go 1250 on an all-in, and I'd go 1250 on a flex, because it's the same amount of money you're putting in. If the all-in hits, you're still going to win, whatever that is, 250 bucks. And then obviously the other one will hit for 10x. But if we miss one, then that flex you did, 1250, that should pay 2.5x. So that would be, like you're going to get something in the 30s, right? 62.50 divided by 2 would be like 31 bucks. It's going to pay for both the slips anyways if you miss one. That's how I would roll this. Final pick. I had some other pitchers I liked, but I was still doing research, but I just saw Polanco, and this was the only site that had it as a pick 'em. And I said, we got to do this. I was trying to keep it all pitchers and all hitters on these, but look, guys, Severino, like I said, he's been giving up some hits. Polanco's 5 for 11 in 11 at bats here with a homer, and that's a 455 batting average. This guy's been one of the hottest hitters in baseball across the last 2 weeks or so. The Mariners are playing really well, so I went ahead and just threw him in here. So that's a nice juicy play. Now, we didn't hit one of these yesterday. Obviously, we had the push, and it was a discount play, so it limits to $10. But it wasn't that long ago. It was probably like 9 days ago and 6 days ago, or maybe it was about 12 and 9. We hit 2 of these in very quick order. When you hit one of these, it puts you so far ahead. That's what our VIP does. We're not one of those channels that has to win every day to be highly profitable, guys. It's not the way I build my slips here. So take a screenshot. Let me see if I can make this a little smaller for you guys. I think that's it, actually. I don't know. Oh, here we go. I have to actually do it this way. Let's do this so you can get a nice little clean screenshot there. There you go. All right, we're going to do that and let's move on. So, real quick, too, I want to give a shout out to Underdog now. I just partnered with these guys and I'm excited about it because what I'm planning on doing, if you see the ticker down there, if you're big into football, if you're into these best ball drafts, yeah, you're going to definitely want to hit that sub button. This is going to be an awesome little stretch for us all the way till through fantasy football drafting. And yeah, I'm going to try to do like 4 to 5 drafts per week, live streaming, uh, you know, often for you guys. And I'm hoping that we can get some guys from the community into these and it'll kind of lead to one of us having a pretty good chance to make, the first round of the playoffs. If we can fill up, like all this stuff. But basically what I'm going to do, and it starts now, if you sign up to any one of my partners, well, actually, we're going to probably do Underdog, Better, Chalkboard. Those are going to be the 3 that get you in. If you sign up to any of those, use my promo code. The links are down below. Make sure you don't screw it up. I need just a photo. You text me at the number down there of your transaction log where it says referred by and your first deposit transaction log. That's it. It's very simple. You're going to get on a great app anyways. And then when you text me that proof, I'm going to auto get you in. I'm going to invite you into one of my personal best ball leagues where you're going to, it's going to be all guys in our community where you're going to get an automatic invite. And I'll probably do like $200 pools for free. And there's no limit. So if you're not on Better, sign up on Better. That'll get you into one. If you're not on Chalkboard, sign up there. That'll get you into a second one. So you'll have a chance to win just extra free money. That I'll be hosting these. And we'll probably do something like 150 to first, 50 to second, something like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, make sure you don't screw up the sign up process. So it's very important if you want one into these leagues. Got to say the right code. They're all SBA except Better. Better's Keith. Just use the links and make sure you text me the proof. And yeah, let's get into that chalkboard play I got for you guys. All right. So Chalkboard Fantasy, one of my top apps when you're looking for pure lines. When you want to find a line that you can't find in a lot of other places, Chalkboard is one of the best for that. So they do offer a $100 welcome bonus, which is a deposit match. So I say it all the time. It's one of my favorite little things to say. But if you walk into any casino in America and you hand the dealer $100, they're just going to give you $100 in chips. You hand it to a DFS app like Chalkboard, they're going to give you an extra $100. They're going to give you your $100 in chips, and they're going to give you $100 to play with for free. Got to take advantage. If you're serious about profiteering in the DFS market, you can't just sit on one app. Okay, I know a lot of y'all love Prizepicks, but you can't just sit on Prizepicks if you're serious about profit. You get to the point too where you're bringing in $1,000, $2,000 extra dollars a month. It's very helpful in the modern world, right? So you can't be lazy about it. You can't just sit on fucking Prizepicks or Underdog or whatever your favorite app is. You got to get them all, and you got to go attack lines. And that's the beauty of being on the VIP. I do all this stuff for you guys so you don't have to. Like a lot of y'all have jobs. And that's what the VIP love about once they're on there. That's why a lot of them never leave, because not only are we highly profitable, especially long term, but I send out the links when available, and it's like one click and you move on. So it make it very easy. And let's get into it. So it's pretty simple, guys. We're taking 2 studs. These guys have just been absolutely playing lights out baseball. Judge has gone over 2 bases in 8 straight games and 9 out of 10. You don't fade a guy like this. Pavetta, he's got an okay track record. He's exceeded this in 8 straight games, 4 bases per game. Guy's playing insane. Against Pavetta, it's not like the sexiest, but it's still a 278 batting average. Very solid. Slugging percentage, very high. 5 hits, 11 total bases, 2 extra base hits of those 5 hits. And then, yeah, Judge against right-handed pitching, he's doing just freaking fine. Batting 4.07. This guy's playing on another planet right now. It's actually kind of insane. And then Pavetta is actually better against lefties than he is righties. So you can see right here, Nick Pavetta against right-handed batters this season, 234 average versus a 169, which is overall. So Pavetta has been pitching well, but I think this is a rough spot for him in Yankee Stadium today. Another guy that's had some success against him is Paul Goldschmidt. Yeah, give me freaking the Judge for 2 bags. And then Ohtani, same thing. Hasn't been quite as hot, but he's got Alcantara on the mound today. Now, Sandy's getting lit up by everything, righties, lefties, but I really particularly like him for extra base hit power against left-handed batters. So Otani's gone over this. You can see in 2 straight, 4 out of his last 5, and what is this, 7 out of his last 10 or so, or 6 out of his last 10. They're on the road, so the chances of us getting that 5th plate appearance today, right here, you can see, I think it's very high. And he might. This could be a game that he might even get 6. To be honest with you, wouldn't even rule it out. That's how well, if the Dodgers don't have that Sunday night baseball slump, they have just mauled this guy. They just mauled him last week in Dodger Stadium. So Otani is only got 1 hit. I thought he actually was better than this. Maybe Outlier's not correct on this, but it was an extra base hit and it was a home run. I almost want to go double check here. Let's go check out this Dodger game. Sandy, let me see, because I thought I saw a different number. Yeah, so 1 for 5 with a walk. So yeah, that is correct. But look at some of these other guys too. Mookie's destroyed him. Will Smith has destroyed him. Freddie Freeman has destroyed him. Even guys like Pages, Barnes, they're chipping in. So yeah, I like our chances here with the big lefty against Sandy on the road. They're also playing in a very warm weather condition style stadium too. So like balls going to carry a little farther. The runs have really been trending over this season in Miami so far. So that's another thing I wouldn't mind looking at too. I'd probably take the over in this game. But yeah, it's pretty simple. I don't need to sell you guys too much on Aaron Judge and Otani, I would hope. We're just taking them both to get 2 bags. Now, if you don't know how bases work in baseball, when you say you get on base via the walk, well, that doesn't count as a base if you move to second base or something, or even if you steal a base. This is all based off hits. So if he gets 2 singles, he wins. If he hits us a double, we win. Anything double or higher, we win. So 2 singles or a double or higher, that's how we win this bet for both these guys. You both know they hit with a ton of power. Ball can leave the yard any single time. And I feel like we're getting a pretty fair price on these numbers. Pivetta, like I said, he's been pitching well, but doesn't really scare me. Padres do have a pretty good bullpen. So hopefully he can get it done in the first inning, slap a double out to, right fields off Nick Pivetta. And then same thing with Otani. Hopefully he just leads off with a nice little extra base hit off Sandy down there in Miami. All right, boys. I think that's all I got for you today. I'll probably drop a book play today on Winnable Free Plan for free. So if you're not on the Winnable Free Plan, make sure you go sign up. And yeah, let's cash these slips today. Let's definitely hit that better one, man. Big banger. All right, peace.